Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV. Where we'll talk about football and football related stories. Okay guys, let's just talk about the game between Chelsea and Manchester City. Let's just have preview on this game. Now for me, of course everybody will believe that City are the favorite. It's clear that Manchester City are the favorite for this game. And yeah, it will be interesting to see how the game will go. It will be interesting to see how Pochettino will approach this game against Manchester City. Of course, Chelsea are coming into this game with a win against Tottenham. And yeah, we understand how that game went against Tottenham, which for me, I was really disappointed how Chelsea finished the game. I won't lie. Yes, they won the game. Yes, they scored four against Tottenham, which the girls will know the game ended 4-1. But I feel like Chelsea should have, scored more goals if they have clinical strikers. I feel like Chelsea could have scored even 6, 7, or even 10 goals in that game against Tottenham. But at the end of the day, we'll be happy. We're happy that they won. They won the game. Now, this game against Manchester City, as we know, Chelsea they find it difficult to play against low block side. They find it difficult to be clinical, to even open up teams that likes to defend. That's how it has been this season for Chelsea in the Premier League. But if they play against teams that come out to play, that play against teams that want to play football, sometimes they get the result. And yeah, they played against Manchester City, a side that, as we know, Pep likes to play football. He likes to approach the game pressing, controlling position, and even high line. That's how Pep likes to play. So, and as we know, that's the kind of teams that I think this Chelsea team play better against. They like if they play against teams that will come out to play. I think that's where they will have the opportunity to uh, create better chances. Have an opportunity to see space where they can run into the Chelsea attacking players. So, yeah, like I said, it will be interesting to see how this game will go. But clearly, Manchester City are the favorite. Everybody will say so that City will win this one. Now, for me as a Chelsea fan, I still think Chelsea have a chance in this game. Now, I'm not saying Chelsea will win this game. I'm not saying Chelsea will win this game against Manchester City because in recent time, like last season and last 2 seasons, Manchester City won Chelsea. In last season and last 2 seasons, 6 times they played, and Manchester City won the 6 games. And of course, Chelsea still did not even had a goal in those 6 games. So everybody still will believe that City will still win this one, considering how Chelsea they are even struggling this season. Of course, this season Chelsea as well as struggling, as you know, even with some of the, I think they have some amazing players, but still they are struggling, and we know the struggle. The major problem that this Chelsea team have is that they can't score goals, and for me that is the problem. And we know, for me, I think Manchester City have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league collectively. If you add their goalkeeper, their defenders, their midfield, I think they are strong defensively. It will be interesting to see if this Chelsea attack can do something against the Manchester City team or the Manchester City defense. While for Manchester City, we all know how good attacking wise they are. They are very good in front of goal. They can score goals. They can open up teams. They create chances, and they have, for me, the best striker in the league in Erling Haaland, which we know he can score goals. At this moment in time, he's the top scorer in the league. And for the Chelsea defense, I feel like Chelsea as well have a good defense. Yeah, I feel like the defense is also good. The problem I have with this Chelsea defense, sometimes they lack concentration. Sometimes the Chelsea defense doesn't really concentrate, especially set pieces. Set pieces for me is the one problem that I think the Chelsea defense have. If you watch the game against Tottenham, they call equalize. Sorry, when Tottenham was 9 men, the goal that Eric Dyer scored, that's lack of concentration. Yes, the goal was disallowed, but that's long set piece. You know, the Chelsea defense sometimes they lack that kind of concentration to follow their man. The same thing happened against Arsenal, the equalizing goal that Arsenal had that made it 2-2. You know, the same thing of lacking that concentration. That was why Malo Gusto couldn't see his man to follow the Arsenal player that scored that goal. So for me, that is the problem that I have with the Chelsea defense. I feel like sometimes they lack concentration, but in all, I think they have done well this season. Yeah, like I said before, the major problem that I have with the Chelsea team is the attack. Now, let's talk about how we think Chelsea will approach the game. I still think City will get the possession of the game. I think City will, get the higher possession because I think they are the better side. I would say they have better players than Chelsea. We know how good Rodri is in possession. For me, the best DM in the league. He's very good in possession. He can control game on his own. I also know that Chelsea have some very good midfielders as well that can control games, that can control possession. But for me, Rodri is the master of controlling possession. So yeah, it will be interesting how Chelsea midfield will fight against Rodri. I feel like in the midfield they have to make sure Rodri do not get much into the game like that. I feel like they have to make sure that Rodri do not, get hold of the ball too much because if you give him too much time holding the ball, I think he's that kind of midfielder that will make the team, the Manchester City team, even play more better. It's that kind of DM that can control games on his own, can also create chances on his own. So like I said, I think Manchester City will get the higher possession in this team, in this game. I'm not saying Chelsea will not control the game. I think Chelsea have some very decent very good midfielders as well. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, to control the midfield. Now for me, Caicedo will be very, very crucial for this in this game for Chelsea, honestly. Because if Caicedo is good, I think it affects the team in a good way. If you watch the game against Tottenham, after that goal, the second goal for Tottenham was disallowed. I think Caicedo he got hold of the game. He controlled the game better. So if Caicedo can be in this game, I think the Chelsea midfield will be very good as well in this game. For me, I think if Chelsea want to, be in this game, their midfielders have to be very good in this game. They have to make it difficult for the Manchester City midfield. So that way, I think if the midfield of Chelsea can be good, I think Chelsea will also have moment in the game where they will control the game. I expect Chelsea to have their moment as well in terms of controlling the game, controlling the possession of the game. Of course, it will happen. No matter how good City are, I think Chelsea have the midfield to control the game. Now, for me, the problem that I have with this Chelsea team is if their strikers can take their chances, because the chances will come. There is no way Manchester City will keep Chelsea quiet, no matter how good City are. There's no way they'll keep Chelsea quiet. Even last season, Chelsea was very, very bad. When Chelsea played against City, Chelsea had their moment, especially at Stamford Bridge. They had their moment, especially in the first half. Chelsea should have scored, but we know how they like to miss chances. They missed their chances even then. So now this season, they are still missing chances. The Chelsea team are still missing chances. So my problem still is, can they take their chances if they have their chance against Manchester City? Because the chance will come, just as it came against Tottenham when Nicolas Jackson missed. I'm talking about Tottenham team when they were even 11 men. Nicolas Jackson had a chance, which he missed. The goalkeeper saved it, but I feel like he himself made the goalkeeper save that ball. So will they take their chance? Because the chance will definitely fall. It will definitely come, knowing that they are playing against a team that will press, a team that will want to play. So there will be space to run into. So the chance will come. But the thing is, we don't know if they can take the chance. Because for me, if you're playing against a very good team, a very, very good team, when you have a chance, you have to take it. You have to take it. That's one way you can be able to win against that team. So if Chelsea can get their chance, maybe get, while the game is going on, they had their chance first before Manchester City. You score them first, you can restructure the way you want to approach the game. If you want to defend, maybe not so deep, but make it tight, make it difficult for them. Make sure that they can't find Erling Haaland, to score that goal because you're leading. So that kind of game, and then hope that you hit them on a counter again. So if Chelsea can score first, so the problem is we know how bad the Chelsea attack is in terms of being clinical. So that's my take on this one. If Chelsea can take their chance, if the opportunity comes, I think they have a chance against Manchester City. I honestly do. Honestly do, because I think Chelsea have a very good midfield to contain the Manchester City midfield. I also think they have good defense to also make sure that Erling Haaland doesn't have that space. And I think that's what Chelsea will do. They'll be tight on Haaland. They'll be aggressive on the Manchester City attacking players. And then, yeah, it will be interesting to see, how City, how Chelsea will approach this game against Manchester City. Because for me, the run that Chelsea have after the past international break, when people say it will be difficult for Chelsea, of course, they have played 3 games, and that 3 they had 4 points. Now against Arsenal, Brentford was the one that everybody believed that Chelsea would win, which they lost, and we know Chelsea and Brentford are that team that like to sit back and defend. And then the Arsenal game they should have won, they just threw that one away. And then the Tottenham game was another one that everybody think that Chelsea will lose because of how good Tottenham have been this season. And then they won that one. Now this game is the obvious one that everybody are believing that City, Chelsea will lose again. Everybody, like, this is the obvious one that people are saying Chelsea will lose. It will be interesting to see how Chelsea will approach this one. And for me, playing at home is an advantage for Chelsea. Even if they have been struggling at home, we know Chelsea have been struggling at home. In this season, they have only won once, I think, at home, the game against Luton Town in the league. I think that's the only game they have won at home, if I can remember well. Yeah, they are struggling at home, but playing Manchester City at home, for me, is the best. If you play City at home, I think you have a better chance of getting something in that game than playing Manchester City away, knowing that the team is not really firing. Chelsea are not really firing well. So I think playing them at home for me is the better time, to play against Manchester City. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game will go. Now, the players that I expect the lineup that I expect Poch to go with, of course, I think he will go with the same goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Sanchez has been the one playing on the Poch. The new goalkeeper hasn't really played any game, even in the Carabao Cup. So I think Sanchez will be on goal in goal for this one. And the right back, I expect James to come back to start again in this game against City at the right back. The 2 center defenders, I think he will still go with this Aziz and Thiago Silva because of the height. Erling Haaland is tall. I think he will want to go with these 2 defenders, 2 center defenders to be on Erling Haaland. And then the left back, I think he will still go with Levi Cole. For me, I could have wanted him to go with, what's his name? Marco Corella. I think I would prefer a proper left back, but I think he will still want to go with Levi Cole, as the left back. Then in the midfield, pretty much the same midfielders that he has been using: Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and Conor Gallagher. I think that's, the midfield will go with. Then the front 3, Cole Palmer playing against his former side. I think Nicolas Jackson will start this game as well, even if some of the Chelsea fans are not really happy with the guy, even if he scored a trick. They're not really happy with the guy, including myself. He hasn't been good for me. And I think he will go with the same front 3 he went with against Tottenham. So for me, I think he will go with the same team that he went with against Tottenham. So it will be interesting to see how Chelsea will approach this game. And I just hope that Chelsea win this one. I will back them to win. I don't think I want to give scoreline. I just need them to win, even if it's 1-0, 2-1. Just win this game because, like I said, Chelsea need points. They have to win games so that they can maybe have a chance to finish in the top 4, because I feel like the top 4 is still realistic, even if it is difficult. I feel like it's very, very difficult knowing that the teams, they are already, I think for now, they are better than Chelsea. But it's still realistic. We can still make it possible. That's why I think they have to be winning games now, knowing that Christopher Nkunku will soon be back in the team. And I know if he's back, we'll have a better team. Honestly, we'll have a better team with Nkunku in the team. So that's my thought. That's my opinion in this game. What's your thought? What's your opinion? How do you think the game will go? And guys, please, if you're watching the video, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Bluepoint TV. Like the video as well, please. If you like the video, it helps in spreading the content. Please like the video, it's very important. And also, if you're watching the video on Facebook, follow the channel Bluepoint TV, like and share the video. Thank you guys. Stay safe while I see you again.